What up, YouTube? We back at it, man. With the Monday Minutes with AJ, the motivational Monday Minutes. I'm a little late. I know it's a little late in the evening, but not only am I a little late, but I did a little hiatus, man. I think I haven't posted one in about 2 weeks. And the motive was to try to do these every single Monday. But another motive was also to only do these where I got something that I actually felt I could come from the heart and give you guys some information on, something I could personally speak on, maybe from experience or something that I've personally seen myself from, maybe someone around me or something like that. But anyhow, of course, this is one of those. Man, coming off the Olympia weekend, went out there and checked that out. It was crazy, man. Me and the old lady was ecstatic. A lot of surprising things happened. C-Bomb, Samson coming up there and taking it all. Man, my boy Sean not getting what I was rooting for. Not gonna lie, I was really rooting for Sean on the 212. But again, a lot of surprises over the weekend. And today, my motive with this video, like I say, coming off of that, man, and something that hit home with me, and this is gonna correlate to some things I'm gonna keep y'all updated on the future. I'm not gonna speak on them right now because nothing is set in stone. It's a guarantee that this is gonna happen. Just not for sure dates. So I don't want to speak on it right now until I'm sure of when that time may come. But anyhow, man, believing in your craft, that is the header for the day. Samson is a epitome of that, man. Is a big picture of that. Literally, did everything that any quote unquote smart coach would have told him not to do. He or any athlete that was probably, not sure of themselves or probably not really confident in themselves would do. The man left his coach months from the Olympia, months from the biggest show of his life. Trusted in his coach that never took anyone to the Olympia. And of course, the probably the best person that he could have trusted. Not only that, competed, what was it, 2 weeks or 3, 2 or 3 weeks? I'm pretty sure 2. But did that, competed and, quote unquote, attempted to peak twice within less than a month time frame. And not only did it, but became Mr. Olympia doing it. And won the show that was supposed to be stupid for him doing. So again, man, like I say, this one is literally, man, having that confidence in yourself is huge, fellas and ladies. It's real big, man, especially when you're in the sport we in, trying to become all you can be in this bodybuilding sport. And I'm speaking on it from personal experiences. I haven't done a ton of shows, only done 2 shows. Haven't just necessarily mentally been a bodybuilder for a long time. I've recently took it serious, maybe within the past year. And that's something that I'm learning, man. Like you gotta have that confidence in your ability. If you putting in the work, it's no reason why you ought to be confident. Now, if you're going in the gym and a quarter of your session is what you doing with the old lady tonight and your homeboys, what y'all doing on the weekend, texting, then different story. But if you coming in putting in that work, having that confidence is key, man. That's the only way that you're going to succeed. That's the only way that you're going to take those steps into doing sometimes what's necessary, because the the well-known path, or the path that everybody is using, is not always the best path for you. Again, you know what Samson did, and I don't even knock him for doing. And I'm gonna be honest, in my opinion, I wouldn't have did nothing like that. 2 weeks out from my show, I would not have done another competition, not from the Olympia. I'm gonna just be honest. Excuse me. I would not have. And for him to have that confidence in himself and in his coach, his wife, to do that, it goes to show you what that can do. Now, don't get me wrong. Just because you're confident and think you're the greatest don't mean you're going to be the greatest. Again, you got to put that work in. But Samson knew what he was doing. He knew that in off season, he did what needed to be done. He knew that him and his wife was mentally, physically on the same level, and they knew what they needed to do. So that confidence was key right there. If it had been any unsureness, any skepticism, or, like I say, unsureness in that, it wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have worked. One of those shows would have been a disaster. Either way, and most likely probably would have been great in that I can't remember where that show was, but the show he did 2 weeks prior, and probably would have been worse in Olympia. But again, man, that confidence is key, and that's in anything you're doing. So I won't drag this one out too long. Now I've kind of rambled on again, but confidence, man, you gotta have it. You gotta have not only that confidence, but you got to be doing the work to have that confidence. If you can stand back and ask yourself, did you do everything that needed to be done? Did you follow the routine? Did you follow the meal plan? Did you get the workouts in even when you didn't want to, because the game is on at this time and you stayed up a little later than you usually do, so you're tired? Did you still go? Or did you cut that game off and go to bed and do what needed to be done, long story short? If you can answer that confidently and with a yes, and not lying to yourself, then that confidence will be there. That sureness will be there. You'll know what path you need to be on. So again, man, your steps ain't always the same as everybody else. You might need to take a different path. It may be a rougher road, don't get me wrong, because some of the stuff I went through with my injuries, it's the bodybuilding, the ideal bodybuilder doesn't necessarily deal with those type of injuries and want to become a bodybuilder. Most people start out healthy and want to become a bodybuilder. Most people start out with a good package before something happens. And some people never have injuries, tweaks and stuff like that, but nothing really major surgery-wise, and go on to, compete. But again, your path is not like everybody's, and don't look for it to be. Break out of that same old path everybody is making, because you may be that guy, you may be that C-bomb, man, that do something nobody has done. You may have a physique, or you may have a path that nobody can touch, So with all that being said, man, this is M3 with AJ, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, and sorry for the delays. Try to get some more content up. Y'all check out that Day One Expo in Las Vegas, man. I went to that also. Just a few photos letting you guys see kind of who's there and who I bumped into. Got a Day 2 should be up also by now, and then I'll put which will be pretty long. It'll probably be 45 minutes to an hour long, I believe, of my whole time there as far as the Olympia, and it has the 212 in it, the Open, and everything that I just seen within the 2 days of me being there. So guys, check that out. Again, it'll be up soon. The expo videos are up now. Appreciate you for tuning in. Don't forget, hit that like, share, subscribe button. Tune in to put the bell notifications on so you can keep up with the vids. They're gonna be coming. Appreciate y'all.